You send the text, and then you wait. You check your phone, nothing. You check again, still nothing. You put it face down, pick it up 30 seconds later. Now you're reading the last conversation, trying to find clues. Was the tone off? Did you say something wrong? Is this the beginning of the end? And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quieter voice says, "Why are you like this?" Maybe you're the other kind. Someone gets close and something in you goes cold. The walls go up without you deciding to build them. You care, but closeness feels like a trap, and you don't know why. That lesson, absorbed before you had language for it, is quietly running in the background of every relationship you have ever been in. This is what Attached by Dr. Amir Levine and Rachel Heller is about. It is not a relationship advice book. It is a map. We have what researchers call an attachment behavioral system, a specific set of mechanisms that evolved to keep us close to the people we depend on. The science begins with a British psychiatrist named John Bowlby. He concluded that the drive for closeness is not learned behavior. It is a survival drive, as fundamental as hunger or thirst. A psychologist named Mary Ainsworth designed an experiment called the strange situation. A mother and a young child were placed together in a room. A stranger entered. Then the mother quietly left. The child was alone. And then the mother came back. Ainsworth watched what happened next. Some figures explored freely, became distressed when she left, and calmed quickly when she returned. Ainsworth called these children securely attached. Some became intensely distressed, and when she returned, they couldn't be comforted, clinging and pushing away at the same time. Ainsworth called these children anxiously attached. And some showed almost no distress at all, but their cortisol levels told a different story. They had learned that showing their need didn't produce comfort, so they stopped showing it. Ainsworth called these children avoidantly attached. The caregiver becomes the partner. The same strategies your nervous system developed, reach out urgently, suppress and withdraw, engage freely, those are the strategies it defaults to today. Secure attachment. Roughly 50% of the adult population operates from this style. Their partner is quiet tonight. They check in. Their partner says everything's fine, and they believe them. No spiral, no second guessing. They feel comfortable with closeness. They feel comfortable with space. Secure attachment develops from caregiving that was consistently good enough. When I reach out, someone reaches back. That single lesson becomes the entire foundation. Their partner takes 3 hours to reply. In those 3 hours, this person has mentally run through 6 different scenarios. The reply arrives. It says, "Sorry, was in a meeting." And for about 40 minutes, everything is fine. This is anxious attachment. Levine and Heller describe a set of behaviors they call protest behaviors: repeated texts, withdrawal, threats, keeping score. None of this is calculated manipulation. It is distress. It is a nervous system in emergency mode. The cruel irony, the very behaviors used to seek closeness often push the partner further away. This pattern comes from early caregiving that was inconsistent, not absent, inconsistent. They learned to stay on high alert, to keep checking, because sometimes the reaching out worked. Now, the avoidant attachment, the avoidant person. Their partner wants more closeness, and they find themselves pulling back quietly. They start noticing small things about their partner that suddenly feel significant. A low hum of discomfort that arrives reliably whenever the closeness gets too real. The origin? Early caregiving that was emotionally unavailable. Expressing my need for closeness does not bring closeness. So the strategy becomes deactivate the need entirely. Focus on flaws. Idealize the past. Tell yourself you don't really need anyone. The avoidant person looked calm. Their stress hormones said otherwise. Here is one of the most important findings in the entire book. Anxious and avoidant people are disproportionately likely to end up in relationships with each other, not because they are compatible, because they are familiar. The hot and cold rhythm of an avoidant partner activates the anxious system in a way that feels neurologically like intensity, like passion, like chemistry. The anxious person feels disconnected. Their system activates. They reach out. The avoidant pulls back. The anxious escalates. The avoidant retreats further. Both people suffer inside this dynamic. Neither person is the villain. To an anxiously attached person, a secure partner can feel boring. Without that uncertainty, the attachment system doesn't fire in the same way. But secure people don't get pulled into the trap. Their consistency and directness create a different environment entirely. Here is what this book is not saying. Attachment styles are not fixed. They formed in a specific relational environment, and different environments produce different patterns. This is what psychologists call earned security. Most anxiously attached people have spent years believing they are too much. Most avoidants have spent years believing they are simply private. Instead of, I am broken, the narrative becomes, I have a nervous system that learned a specific strategy, and I can learn a different one. When you feel that surge of anxiety after an unanswered text, that is the attachment system activating. It is a signal. It is not evidence. The goal is not to find someone who makes your attachment system fire loudly. The goal is to find someone who helps it calm down. That calm, that consistent, reliable, unspectacular calm is what genuine security feels like from the inside. The anxious person needs reassurance, but signals it through protest behaviors. The avoidant needs space, but communicates through disappearance. Secure communication is direct. It names what is needed as a need, not an accusation. Instead of 3 days of subtle withdrawal, 30 seconds of honest expression. Security is not the absence of fear in a relationship. It is the presence of someone who can hold the fear with you. We did not choose our early environments. We did not choose what our nervous systems learned. But we are not those lessons. The anxious person is not their fear. The avoidant person is not their walls. And in the right environment, even the most defended nervous system can begin, slowly and carefully and for real, to open.